Imagine you're at a party, and the two biggest guys in the room are having a flex-off. One looks like he's been hitting the gym daily. That's Airbus. The other is wearing a tailored suit to hide a massive bandage on his chest. That's Boeing. Today, we're peeling back the corporate skin of the global aviation duopoly. This isn't just about planes. It's about who actually has the cash to keep the lights on in 2030. Welcome to HDIN Research's Deep Dive, the asymmetric sky. Okay, let's look at the elephant in the ledger. Boeing just announced a $2.2 billion profit. Sounds like a comeback story, right? Wrong. It's a total mirage. They didn't make this money by building better planes. They made it by selling the family's digital jewelry, specifically their digital aviation business. If you strip away that one-time paycheck, Boeing's actual plane-building business is bleeding $7 billion. That's like selling your car to pay for gas. It looks good for a day, but you're still walking to work tomorrow. Here is the wow factor. There is a $1.4 trillion line forming at the door. To put that in perspective, that's enough money to buy a Tesla for every single person living in New York City and still have change for lunch. The problem? The line is 10 years long. Airbus and Boeing aren't fighting for customers anymore. They're fighting for slots. If you want a new plane today, you'll probably get it around the time your current toddler starts middle school. Look at this waterfall chart. It's basically a map of a sinking ship trying to bail out water with a golden bucket. You see that red bar on the left? That's $7 billion of operational ouch. Then comes the green bar, the asset sale, acting like a giant band-aid. But look at the next red bar, interest expenses. Boeing is paying $2.6 billion a year just to keep their debt collectors happy. That's more than their entire net income. If this were a video game, the stats would be embarrassing. Look at this radar map. Airbus is maxing out on cash health and production stability. They're delivering 30% more planes than Boeing right now. Boeing's only saving grace? Their service stat. They are incredibly good at fixing the planes they've already sold. It's their life raft in a very stormy ocean. We've mapped the industry terrain. Airbus is sitting on the high ground. Good margins, high market share. Boeing is currently in the swamp. Their commercial manufacturing is losing money on every unit, while their services arm, BGS, is the only thing keeping them above water with an 18% profit margin. It's a tale of two companies living inside one body. Now let's talk about the war chest. In a world where interest rates are high, cash is king, and Airbus is the emperor. They have $13.7 billion in net cash. They aren't just building planes, they're building a moat. While Boeing is begging banks for more time, Airbus is spending that cash to ramp up production to 75 planes a month. They are effectively trying to suffocate Boeing out of the market. Meanwhile, Boeing is wearing a $54 billion backpack made of lead. That's their debt. They have to pay back $15 billion in the next 3 years. Because of this, they've had to do something painful. Slow down. They're intentionally building fewer planes to fix quality issues. It's like a race car driver pulling into the pits while the leader is 2 laps ahead. It's the right move for safety, but man, it hurts the scoreboard. Have you ever regretted breaking up with someone? That's Boeing with Spirit AeroSystems. Years ago, they spun them off to save money. In 2025, they're paying $8 billion to take them back. Why? Because you can't build a safe plane if you don't control the factory that makes the bones of the aircraft. Even Airbus is helping out, taking the parts they need to make sure Boeing's mess doesn't break their own supply chain. The bread and butter of aviation is the narrow-body plane. And right now, Airbus is eating Boeing's lunch, dinner, and snacks. The A320 Neo family is the undisputed heavyweight champion. Every time Boeing has a certification delay for their new MAX models, Airbus signs another 10-year contract with an airline. In this business, first to deliver wins, and Airbus has the faster factory. If the narrow-body war is a skirmish, the wide-body market is a sinking ship for Boeing right now. The 777X, their big new flagship, is stuck in a $5 billion sinkhole of delays. It won't fly commercially until 2027. That's a 2-year delay that gives the Airbus A320 a free pass to dominate the long-haul routes. Let's look at the future. Airbus is playing offense. They're obsessed with hydrogen-powered planes and zero emissions. They want to reinvent flying. Boeing is playing defense. All their R&D is going into just getting their current planes certified. It's like one company is designing the iPhone of the skies, while the other is still trying to fix the battery on their flip phone. The center of gravity is shifting east. China and the Middle East are the new high-stakes tables. Airbus has a massive home court advantage in China with their local factories. In the Middle East, Airbus's revenue literally doubled last year. Boeing is losing its grip on its traditional strongholds, and that's a geopolitical headache they can't ignore. If you're a Boeing investor, this slide is your happy place. Boeing Global Services. While the factories are struggling, the repair shops are printing money. With an 18% margin, this is the only reason the company is still breathing. It's the ink cartridge model. They might lose money on the printer, but they'll make a fortune on the ink. So what's the roadmap? 2026 is the year of truth for Boeing certifications. 2027 is when Airbus hits peak production. By 2028, we'll know if hydrogen is a real future or just a dream. This isn't a sprint. It's a marathon where one runner is carrying a 50-pound weight and the other is wearing jetpacks. The sky is big, but in 2025, it's looking very asymmetric. If you want the full-page data pack that we used for this analysis, including the proprietary supply chain heat maps, contact us at HDIN Research. We don't just look at the news, we look at the ledgers. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay curious. See you in the clouds.